It finally happened. We failed the full clear, and we tasted defeat. However, however, it was free gear swap, so I didn't spend any gold, and I won my attack. So did we really lose? Because we did not spend much gold at all. Actually, that might have been a part of the problem, because you see, Smilegate decided we will have free gear swap. However, you only have like 6 hours to do your attacks. So what happened was 75% of the guild waited until that little window there to do all of their attacks. And one of them waited until, past the last hour to even start his attacks at all, and he didn't even get his attacks done. It was kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But we did not win, unfortunately. However, like I mentioned, I didn't spend any gold, so it was a personal victory. Anyways, this will be like the last one versus TL1, where I'm just going over my attacks after the fact here. And yeah, enjoy, I guess. Okay, so for this one, I almost forgot to record it entirely. Cause I was kind of like, somebody had to hit it, right? I think I was like close to the last attack on it, But I know it doesn't like, it looks kind of weird, right? Like I'm just raw outspeeding the Velian here with my strays, right? And it's like, oh, that can't be a hard defense at all. But no, this, especially to scout, this defense is pretty annoying actually, because you don't know the speed tuning, you don't know the builds. Like Berseria is just kind of busted in general, and with how close, like you can see how close the speed tuning is, right? It's just very difficult to get something that actually works here, in my opinion at least. I believe the Bellion was on like a full effectiveness build, which I mean that is an interesting way. Rolls effectiveness, and then procs the person that scouted this. Well, no, it doesn't proc, provokes, I think, the Destina. So kind of ridiculous there. And then Curse Compass Berseria is of course going to land debuffs. I believe the scout comp was just like Christy Aria, right? They were traumatized by this attack. But no, the follow-up comp though is pretty interesting here. So I didn't know this. This was suggested by, I believe, Fortune. He's a Twitch streamer and also a member. He's a very powerful member of our guild. And he suggested we bring, well, I don't know if it was him, but we bring Strays and Astromancer Elena. I thought about this interaction, but I didn't think it would actually work, because with Luna, if you S3 Bellion, you don't actually get the souls even if you kill her, because her thing's still active. But with Stray, it makes sense here, right? So Stray's S3s kills the Bellion, right? Astromancer on what's it called? The Unseen Observer gets you the 20 souls, right? So then you have Soulburn for, well, people use Bryceria, but Wanda worked as well, so I just had a level 40 Wanda in here. That can stun the Kayron, right? And strip the, what's it called? The Immortality, because she's got the 70% accuracy as well, so that works as well. Yeah, you get the 20 souls for the Soulburn, and it just kind of works. You obviously couldn't go in with this comp, right? Because these could be like 300 speed. This is like solely good on a follow-up. Now, if they are encountered, doesn't matter. Astromancer Elena is Astromancer Elena still. Yeah. Do this thing. This is an ER effectiveness build, of course, as you can see by the fact that she resisted 5 times. But Caroline does get stunned, because it is Soulburn Ignore effect resistance. Pretty straightforward. There was a comp I did come up with. I can't really look at people's attack logs, but it involved Yuna, so that was pretty neat. The round 2 was just Lionheart, because they were low damage and they had the Senya here. Like, Lionheart doesn't really care about getting her cooldowns reset. Not really under any much of a damage threat, because like this is a low damage build, the Aiden's a low damage build, the Senya was like slow on Holy Sack. I feel like I don't know what this was baiting, honestly. Probably just cleave, right? Like I think when you see her, what is her name? Judge Hisei, it's kind of like, yeah, Sword Storm and really fast Aiden is definitely baiting cleave. But yeah, when you see Judge Kisei, it's like you just kind of think, oh, that's low base speed, I will cleave this. Yeah, just kind of Warhorn. Wait, it was Warhorn on the city? Yeah, it's like, you're not in any danger here. It was just normal Lionheart angle. Yeah, Lionheart there, Lionheart there. That was a pretty clean attack with that one. I think otherwise people were just outspeeding it and cleaving it anyways, despite the anti-cleave technology. But yeah, that was the first attack of the war for me, as you can see. I think it wasn't over at this point, actually. It wasn't until the closers decided to wake up with one of them waited to the last literal hour to use all of their attacks, which is not very cool of them. Anyways, on to whatever it was next in like 144p. Let's go. Okay, this one was Tower Scout here. I don't think this is a I won't talk shit, but it was an interesting defense to say the least. I mean, I kind of trolled with this round too. I feel like I didn't actually need to bring like something like Lone Crescent Bologna, and I could have. I don't actually know. Lone Crescent Bologna wasn't bad though. But I did. It would have been sus if the Emeru were like on a higher damage build, because I did get Death Broken and take an S1 plus S2, but I kind of just gear gapped the round too, not gonna lie. But I thought I would have like immunity up, but AOL like stripped my immunity, and then the Emeru kind of went in and did her own thing. Maybe I could have done like Christy Aria, but that's kind of troll into AOL. Anyways, the round one was just like the standard F Maya thing, where it's like you can't really die, can you? I got Destina and two greens here, you know, Destina and Yilha as my knight. I think people normally run like Armin with the F Maya, but Yilha is pretty nice too, because you do get to like just take something out the game. Destina is just a high ER Soul Weaver. Yeah, nothing's going to be targeting her except maybe the Asaria. I mean, the Caesarea, of course. So I wasn't really concerned about her getting bombed or anything. And even if she did get bombed, like, would I be in much? It wouldn't be for more than a turn, because eventually the aggro, excuse me, would shift onto the Yulha, right? So yeah, we've got Rand just going into the F Maya, which isn't really taking any damage because she's, you know, just full defensive build on the Rocket Punch. The Rocket Punch is what makes her outwork. The Shoe's also going in there because two greens, you know, they kind of have to attack into her. And yeah, it's just they can't out damage it because she's just so tanky. The round 2 idea was though that Lone Crescent doesn't have any debuffs. Rana's a green. Momo's also a high ER Soul Weaver that's not going to get debuffed. Oh wait, I'll put this in at the beginning. My epiphany here. RNL on the Rand, of course. I don't. Wait, did I click through my units? I don't think I did. I just kind of like, yeah, let's go. My F Maya got RNL, it got bombed, but like she took no damage. The damage does happen before the Death Break is cleansed, so it's just like Rand was just dealing a little bit of nothing. I think I have. I don't like counter anything, but just break skill null makes sense. I don't need to push anybody here. Like, I could push F Maya. Do I push F Maya? Maybe. Let's find out. This was I kind of procrastinated making this, so I don't actually remember exactly what went down. I just remember what I think. I'll probably save this though, right? There's no reason to push her up. Maybe to get rid of anti-crit, but it's not like F Maya's doing any crit damage, right? Yeah, just get a little bit of extra damage. That is a good play, me. Shu also gets rid of the attack down anyways, so if I was worried about that for getting a little bit of extra damage, that wasn't really much of a concern. S3 in, it probably kills. It might not. Comes really close. 15% a bomb because I'm good. But since I'm at like half health now, just from like this damage, like just the residual damage from them, I can force the Caesarea, and that is now also no longer a threat. She wasn't really doing much to begin with. Well, I don't kill her because I miss, but you know, she's now in kill range. Maya can S on the Ran is no longer an issue. Bonk, rocket punch. See, that's like without defense buff, I only take 4k from the shoe. Like, I'm not dying here. Let's go for that. Area, and then just a couple of S1s on the shoe and she's gone as well. Like doing 1k there. Was that? Yeah, that was with focus. Was it with focus? Yeah, full focus. Shoe S2 does only 4.3k damage. To bonk, and she's gone. Yeah, the round 1 is very safe. This round 2 is Gear Gap City. But, I mean, the general idea is Bologna doesn't really care about getting debuffed or anything, right? I don't think it was a very high effectiveness AOL. Or maybe my roll at 15%. I'm not sure. The first order of business here, I think, was to get the... well, I think I just misplayed with the kill order. I should have gone for the AOL first. And I didn't. I went for the Ed. As you will see in a moment, probably. If I went for the AOL first, it would have been pretty free. I would just have immunity 100% uptime. There's also no bait for the aim arrow. Oh, Malone Crescent main, yo. Oh, she was on Destruction Pen here though, so it was like I had very high damage. I go for Ed for some reason. I really don't know why I went for the Ed. What is Ed gonna do to me? He's useless. Like, could have been like that much damage on AOL, and then she'd just be gone, and I have immunity for aim arrow S3. But instead, as you'll see in a moment here, Spirit Breaths gets the thing up again. The dual attack, that was pretty unlucky, because it got her S3 a turn earlier, I believe. But for the kill on the Ed, don't kill the Ed. Ed dies to this, I think. Wait, no, it doesn't die to this. He does it like 1 HP, but doesn't really matter. So now, because it is injury Ed, the aggro is on the Bologna, which is also really bad. Is that max? Plus 30? Goddamn. I think I should also S3'd here. And then S1 Momo to kill. Yeah, Aol's got her S3 up again, which is really bad, because like as you can see with the speed tuning, I'm kind of scared. I'm a little bit terrified, not gonna lie. Yeah, the Aol is very squishy. So I definitely should have just gone for her first. Yeah, I get the Death Break, I get the 2 burns. Fortunately I countered it, that's not gonna really... Well, I'm on Destruction, so it's not healing shit. But I get the Sigrid proc. Celestine heal. And then it counters, so that's also a heal. Even though she got Death Broken. And then Momo comes in with the Clutch S2 to cleanse the defense break. I don't die with the defense break here. It's just really scary. It's okay. That's why you put good gear on your units, so you can gear gap every once in a while. Honestly, just the target priority was the issue though, because there would be no way for the Death Break to land on my Bologna if I had just killed the AOL. Who cares about Edward Elric? And yeah, that one. I mean, yeah, I don't think the comp was that bad, honestly. It was more of brain gap with myself. You know, you're just losing the mental war with yourself. Anyways, on to the last attack here. I really don't remember what the last attack was at all. Yeah. Oh, I remember now. It's Shino again. Uh, this one was scouted at this point, so I was able to just cleave the round 2 with Tomoka and Strays because it was like Draco Plate on the shoe, and Tomoka is a pretty skishy mirror, so Tomoka can just extinct her, Strays S3 with attack buff, kills shoe, and then it's 1. R1 was the same but worse from him. Uh, yeah, it's still like Politis and BBK just kind of wins versus this type of Amit, I feel. Just that was an interesting unit though. Uh, yeah, I don't know what Politis does here, honestly. But yeah, both rounds are pretty straightforward. This At this point we had lost, I think. So I was just kind of like, I didn't even turn the sound on. I just kind of sent it. I was like, yeah, get me out of here. Uh, please and thank you. But yeah, immunity, portrait, kills, address, prot set, Bastion of Prelucia, so that'll go on the strays. It's like crit set or whatever. And Hellcutter, so he gets the 100% crit chance. Bulk stats didn't really matter, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Kirsty on the POV, because I guess it matters kind of to save her. Not really though, because it's my last attack. And then BBK on my normal, pretty cracked build. I have an even more cracked BBK build. The problem with it though is that it's 99% crit chance. I don't know why I click on Strays then. I click on him again just to really make sure that he's there. But yeah. Ahmed S3, wow. Politis S2, wow. They have no skill nully. I throw my hands in the water. Look, it's a tree. I have hair. And then the Politis gets attack buff. How much damage does this do actually? Pretty good damage. I guess that was on BBK. Maybe not pretty good damage. It did like nothing to the actually tanky units. And she doesn't have attack buff for her S3, so it does nothing. I wanted to watch an extra animation, so I pressed my Politis S3. And then the Ahmed probably goes on Politis, yeah. I obviously don't need attack buff to kill this. They should all die. Not all. Almost all. That's pretty close to all. Christie was more cosmetic there than anything. I'm pretty sure I could have two-man that one, but let's not ego too hard. I've never lost an attack to two-manning. Yeah, this is just standard prot immunity into Lua cleave thing. You get the thingy, you this thingy, you click the feet like 5 times because you don't want to misclick. Shu has such a stupid click box. Like, you see your little mallet thing? If you're clicking right, wait. If you're clicking like right here, you can click on the mallet, I think, and it goes on the shoe. It's honestly stupid. I've seen it happen before. Uh, yeah, that's why I double click on the skills when applicable. Well, I guess for AoE it doesn't really matter. But shoe dies to that obviously, because it strays with attack buff and like some Hellcutter stacks, like 5 Hellcutter stacks. And it finishes up quite quick and easily. Overall, like I'm not too demoralized. Like Talentless one is so fucked to fight against. Like they have it so easy because they don't have to fight themselves. You know, you feel me? But yeah, it it did. It wasn't like an L. They're pretty strong. Like I think if we didn't like have so many people waiting till the end, we could have probably pulled through. But you know, free gear swap is just too juicy. So like we actually had the most of the guild just waiting for free gear swap to start so we could do our attacks. Okay. Anyways, that was the end of that. Our next war, because this is in the future that I am recording this commentary thing, was against Paladia. So look forward to that. Later.